Stop sharing your brand with a man. Your brand, your online presence, especially if you make money from being online, which a lot of the girlies either do or aspire to do, those that are chronically online. Otherwise, why are you chronically online? If you have a face forward brand, please stop attaching your brand with a man. If you have a brand, it can be very difficult to find a man that is not going to want to be included in your brand in any type of way. Oftentimes, when you have a brand, men will come to you because you have a brand. And men know that women are so desperate nowadays to have a man that they will attach their brand to the man, and or they will reap the benefits of being with you because they know you're going to share so much. I mean, the earliest times that I saw this was when the influencer girlies on YouTube would have brand trips and they would invite their boyfriends, and their boyfriends were getting all the benefits, and just, all they had to do was take a picture or use weaponized incompetence and therefore couldn't take good pictures. So the Candy and Todd situation. I feel as though the downfall really came from her attaching Todd to her brand. Like this was a cameraman. He was supposed to always be behind the scenes. He was never supposed to be face first or face forward in any way. And not only did they get him from behind the camera, but they put him on the show. They gave him a slot. Not every husband had as big of a spot on the show as Todd did. So Todd and Candy had this power couple thing going on, and that was for the show. Okay, cool. They got a bag from the show. Cool. Outside of the show, Candy was still booked and busy with her own ventures and own businesses. And when she would go on the road, whether it was touring or I think she did a couple other things that had to do with music, she would bring Todd. And Todd would be there with her in the trailer, doing little YouTube videos, asking random questions about the dating market. This is a man that has been married for over a decade. Why are you talking about the current dating market? Why do you know the current dating market? But he was so bored, he would just sit in the trailer and do videos about dating and the dating market and women and this and that, and asking all these gender war style questions, really to drop hints to Candy, but she wasn't picking up what he was putting down. This comes when you cannot stand to have a man out of your sight. When you are really busy as an entrepreneur, you can feel like, okay, so I don't neglect my man. I need to make him a part of my business. And I think a lot of the girlies are doing that because they're afraid of losing the man. So for Candy, it's like, okay, I'm going to bring him on tour with me because I don't know what he's doing when I'm not on tour. Or I need some on the road peen, you know? It's ridiculous. And so now we see how that divorce is turning out and all the things that Todd is asking for because he feels like he's entitled because he was her sidekick for so many years and he played the long game and he's probably going to win. When I see an everyday life of even on smaller level influencers, whenever I see an influencer or a fashionista or I mean anybody that I follow online on social media, whenever they get a boyfriend, not only is it very obvious because they take a small hiatus in the beginning, they start posting less and less and less, and you either know one of two things. They got into a new relationship or they're pregnant. And it never fails. It never fails. Because I mean, what would be the other reason you could think of? Depression. A lot of times now the girlies are monetizing that. So it's not that. It's usually they just got into a new relationship or they're pregnant. When they get into a new relationship, when women get into a new relationship, it's so obvious, not just from influencers, but from people in your everyday life, your friend groups. You guys can go down the list and through history of this happening because women put so much into the relationship and they never want to seem too busy for a man. Oh no, I actually can't go out on a date with you tonight because I really need to work on this thing for this project I'm doing. Or no, I really actually probably shouldn't stay up to 2 in the morning having sex with you because I need to wake up at 5 in the morning so that I can go to the gym and film content at 7. Oh, no, actually, I probably shouldn't be lounging around in bed with you all weekend because the weekend is my prime time for me to actually get things done to work on my brand. We don't want to say that to a man. Women don't ever want to seem too busy for a man because they are afraid of that man going elsewhere and going with a woman that's less busy, which likely he would do. But you got to let him do that. So instead of letting a man go or being single, because God forbid you be single, they bring the man into the brand and fully engulf him in and make him a part of it so that they can work and have a man at the same time. I followed this one girl. She's young, so I don't blame her at all. She's young. She's like 23 years old. She got into a relationship. It was very obvious, very, very obvious because she took a little hiatus and she was one of those people that posted maybe twice a day, every day. In 2 years, she became a millionaire, probably less than that. But she sold digital products and she got some side businesses. She did a lot of good investments with her money. And I loved watching that process because she's so young. When she took that little hiatus and her posting schedule started to lessen, I said, what's going on? Is she taking a little break? What's going on? Well, lo and behold, she comes back, not pregnant, but she's in a relationship. And you can tell that this is probably like her first real relationship. And she decided to bring the man into the brand and start posting couple style stuff and start doing day in the life of a stay-at-home girlfriend vlogs, which was comical to me because girl, you're so much better than a stay-at-home girlfriend. You are a stay-at-home entrepreneur. You are a stay-at-home boss babe. You are a stay-at-home mogul. You are a stay-at-home child-free beautiful woman. Like but stay-at-home girlfriend, he's not the reason why you can stay home. You are the reason why you can stay home. And so, that really kind of irked me because why are you downplaying yourself? But to be honest, we know why she's downplaying herself. One of two reasons or both. She is banking on that content being pushed out in the algorithm and or she's stroking his ego. The guy is a barber. And I only found this out later because I accidentally found his page because she brought him into her world online faceless. So she would only post below the neck or behind the head. Accidentally ended up finding his page and he's a barber. And I saw him in real time change his bio from barber to traveling barber. And he changed it to traveling barber because she travels a lot and so he travels with her. But does he still cut hair? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He just travels with her and is a part of her content now is a part of her brand. Am I going to sit here and say this guy's a loser because he's a barber? No. Am I going to say that he's broke compared to her? Yes. The way that I literally watched not only self-proclaimed barber to traveling barber, but now he actually posts content in her penthouse apartment on his page without her. Without her. At least when she's posting content, she incorporates him. He's now posting content in the penthouse without her. The audacity. The audacity. I had a friend in real life. Gosh, there's just so many examples of this. I had a friend in real life who was dating a brokey. Um, and they were together for 10 years. So they were really, really, really attached, or she was really, really attached to him. He was cheating on her a lot. She did not want him to leave her, and she did not want to leave him. She felt like that was all she knew. Over time, I mean, they were together through college, after college, she got better paying jobs, and he never did. He stayed at a certain level, and then he even had periods where he had no job, and she was always going up the escalator in the corporate and career world. There was a job that she had where her company was paying her good money to start traveling to different sites and putting her up in really nice hotels, really nice places, visiting new places like once a month because she did not want him to cheat on her, essentially. While he was unemployed, she took him along on these trips. The gag is on his Instagram page, he would post on the trips without her. She's nowhere to be seen in the photos, in the caption, in the Insta stories at all. He would do pictures and basically photo shoots at these nice hotels, at these nice places around the city, on the trips that her job was paying her to be on, where he wasn't even supposed to be there. The audacity. So online, it looked like he was a single man that travels and just, lives his best life. The audacity never surprises me, but it's always funny. There's this other woman. She lives in New York. She's an influencer, very successful, millionaire. Watched her come up. She does what she does very well. She's really popular in the Reels world, short form content. Beautiful girl. All of a sudden got a boyfriend. Again, same formula. She took a little hiatus, started posting less, came back with a boyfriend. Started making her boyfriend a part of her brand to sell certain products. She does a lot of lifestyle content, so she started adding him in her lifestyle content. Also faceless, completely faceless, but super elaborate, like, come cook dinner with me, come cook dinner with us. And he's like coming into her penthouse, another penthouse, coming into her penthouse with like this huge bouquet of flowers and like opening the car door to her Bentley. It's just like, and driving her Bentley while she's in the passenger seat of her Bentley. It's like, I wonder, and I would not be surprised, but I wonder if these men are agreeing to be a part of the content because they're getting a little bit of a cut. I would not be surprised if some of these guys are finessing their way into getting a cut of this content. And you're keeping me away from other women? Yeah, I want a cut. Stop sharing your brand with a man. Stop making a man a part of your brand. Keep your brand separate. The girlies don't even like to see that anyways. The lover girls, the delusional girls, yeah, they might. But the real girl, we don't want to see that. We didn't follow you for that. Then the breakup, you gotta, delete the content. And honestly, they're getting a little bit smarter because the faceless thing, at least you don't have to delete the content when the breakup happens. So that's cool. But if they are giving these men a cut, oh my goodness, they're already benefiting from the lifestyle. But if they're getting a cut as well, this is the biggest scam of the century. Keep your brand to yourself. Stop sharing your brand with a man. You need a man that is busy also. If he even has time to be a part of your brand, probably not the one. Probably not the one. But you know what? Some of the girls, I'm sure they actually do like having a performative boyfriend. Because that's all it is. It's just performative. It feeds the fantasy, but it never ends well. So just save yourself. Stop sharing your brand with a man. And if he wants to be a part of your brand, you know exactly what his motives are. Keep your brand to yourself. Your future self will thank you.